What's up, my people? How on a day? So this thing what would they always talk say, may Nigeria not happen to us, may Nigeria not happen to us. God forbid, may Nigeria not happen to us, because it is very painful and saddening to hear the kind of things and where they happen for inside Nigeria. You know, so that's that arise young ladies, some Tochuku talk say, may Nigeria not happen till it can't happen to her. And right now, Rufai Oseni don't they talk, say, people they talk, say, may Nigeria not happen, saying, oh, don't come on. Why? Because Venerable Edwin Achi will be the Venerable way they in charge of a church for inside Kaduna State. And the conda now say since 25th or 28th of October where be say then kidnap him and his wife. And these people make sure say the family pay ransom, ask for ransom, then pay the ransom. After they pay the ransom, then they go show them, tell them say may they go collect him body, we don't decay, we don't rotten, may they go carry him, come back. Now, a lot of people they talk say for those way they talk say Christian genocide no day, and I'm sorry, but I find it particularly very somehow that even opposition parties, it be like saying a gang up of all politicians for Nigeria. They no one agree say Christian genocide precisely, particularly they. Even though say we know say the attack not be only Christians they die, but you know go fit mention and quantify the number of Christians where they die if you relate them with number of Muslims. So this kind of thing they happen like this. How else do you explain the situation that a vicar of a church, a Christian cleric was kidnapped alongside his wife and he was killed even after collecting ransom? This now the predicament of a lot of Christians for inside Nigeria. I mean, let's look at the situation of the Kebbi schoolgirls. You see the way they release them unharmed, would they also pray as they release the church members for inside Kwara State unharmed? May they also release all the 266 or 60 something people will remain for inside the St. Mary's Anglican Church, St. Mary's Catholic School for Niger State. May they release all of them safely too. The government needs to do a lot more. Well, listen to Rufai Oseni analyzing the situation and weeping about the situation of the country, especially as it gets to do with Venerable Achi and in family and then his aged mother too. Take a listen.
Nigeria not happen. But I'm happy to announce to you in the deepest form of sadness that Nigeria has happened to me this morning. And I'll tell you how. Nigeria has happened to me. Many weeks ago, a very close, dear elder sister of mine, a former retired court justice in this country, sent me a message about Venerable Achi that had been kidnapped in the north. And she said I should raise awareness, which I did because, see, my number is out there. I get a lot of calls because I help too many people that I will never meet in my lifetime. Once they send me a message, if it's something within my powers I can do, I do it and I keep it moving. And I started this call for the release of Venerable Achi, which I mentioned. If you go and check through my tapes on television, I mentioned the story of Venerable Achi. But little did I know that Venerable Achi was closer to me more than even the person that sent me a message about Venerable Achi. My friend and my colleague that I work with in Inspiration FM, Azubike Osumili, that leads the station. Little did I know that Venerable Achi is Azubike Osumili's uncle. I was just checking Twitter after I woke up this morning and I saw the message and I reached out to Azubike Osumili. And Azubike Osumili told the story that when Venerable Achi was kidnapped, they even raised a ransom for the bandits. But guess what happened? It was after they paid the ransom that the bandit told them to go and pick up his decomposing body. In my conversation with him, Venerable Achi was killed for his faith, pure and simple. He was a clergyman, he was a man of the cloth. So when the propagandists start, because they want to look good that there's no Christian genocide, you see me, I will tell them the truth. Because you see, any position of influence that I am in life is to be able to help others. That's why, as much as I can, if I open up my emails, I have thousands of emails. If I look for a job, if I anything I can do, I help people. But if we can't speak about the genocide going on, then it is a sad one. Today, the Osumele clan is in mourning. His village is in mourning. Can I surprise you? Venerable Achi's mother is still alive. She's famously called Ego Ibo. Beautiful woman. She's in her 90s. Nobody till now has been able to tell Venerable Achi's mother that her son is in his 60s, was kidnapped and died. And they killed him. This was after ransom was paid. So, as many people that support the government narrative, no genocide and all of that, what will bring back Venerable Achi's life? Venerable Achi's only offense that is a man of the cloth. Government claims they are doing a lot. When are they even going to bring his wife and his family that are still there? Because they are still kidnapped. Today we talk about Leah Sharibu. The same person pushing the propaganda that there is no Christian genocide is the same person that propagated the story of Leah Sharibu. And you see how Nigeria crumbles and affects all of us. Today I ask, what are we going to tell Ego Ibo, Venerable Achi's dear mother, that is still alive? The community is distraught, and we call for calm in that community. The ransom was paid, but Venerable Achi has been killed. That's another clergyman killed. And like I did say, I would ensure that this story go viral. It will be on record that I fought while he was alive, and I still spoke up for Venerable Achi while he was dead. Because you see, influence is God's way of telling you impact lives, and that's how I see it. You think the 500,000 over 30,000 followers I have on Instagram, the over, 500,000 followers I have on Facebook, that I'm combining those platforms to do this, you think it's for me? It's to be able to raise stories about people like this. I'm just a mouthpiece. I'm supposed to be on break. But I cannot hear about the demise of people like Venerable Achi and the fact that Nigeria happens to me because it hits close to me. I work with Azubike Osumile, another top journalist for so many years in Inspiration FM. And this is his uncle. The question we should ask this government is, dear Nigeria government, how do you tell Mama Ego Ibo that her son in his 60s was kidnapped and killed in Nigeria? Ego Ibo, the mother of Venerable Achi, is still alive. What do we tell Ego Ibo? What do we tell Ego Ibo? Government of President Tinubu, please answer this question. What do we tell Ego Ibo?
Honestly, it's quite saddening and mentally draining talking about the kind of things where they happen for Nigeria and government calmness. Now, this and the set of people where Shegumi talk say Kaduna State don't they come because say the governor of Kaduna State they cooperate. Now, the same set of people where be say our government call for phone, make them release people, then release Abi. The people where would they play hanky-panky with, so they play with. They say, I bring my cap. I be put cap for my head, Nice small picking, they use the touch elder head. Abi. So now this kind of people, then now would they play like this. People who kill their fellow human beings without remorse. And at this kind of politics that government they play talk say no targeted attack on any particular religion. Who says who? Why do we have more number of Christians dying more than any other religion? It is very painful when you hear incidences like this. And I don't want to say that worse still because he has an Igbo name. So it will even make his case worse. This is very sad. And we hope say now we be say the president don't declare state of emergency for inside his security or be security matter for inside the country, things will begin to look better. Like Dr. Kach had said before, I think it's time they started ordering the army people to actually apprehend these people. I mean, to actually take action and kill them. Not this one where they play funny game when they go talk, say, oh, therefore don't kill them, but they don't get direct order. How will you not give order to attack people who are killing you? Meanwhile, dozens of Nigerian army people, they die daily from the attacks, and they will not be able to give them go ahead to kill. Why? Why? I think the president and the presidency get a lot to answer. And as I noted yesterday on my show, I think this whole gimmicks is even worse within the APC administration, because I've never seen any political party where they in charge, where they do this mini more with bandits and terrorists the way we BC would do. Till now, these people are not even proscribed. People that have sacked villages, killed people like this are not proscribed. And then we can't come here to Allah to order. There's a lot to talk about in this, but then kindly drop your thoughts and reactions. And my heart's day with the family where BC lose their people. And it did very painful. It did very, very painful to see things like this happen. Kindly drop your thoughts, your reactions on that. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.